Greetings and welcome to this professional self-study session from the DC-3 Pilot Training Manual series. My name is Stanley Harriman, and I am one of the training instructors for the Flabob Express DC-3. Today, we are focusing on Deck 1, which establishes the essential reference data for Chapter 1, Airplane and Systems. Our specific subject of study is the Flabob Express, a classic Douglas DC-3 registered as N103NA with the serial number 33569. This deck is designed to provide you with the foundational numbers and vital statistics that every pilot must master before proceeding to more complex system operations. Understanding the physical footprint and basic capacities of this historic aircraft is critical for safe ground handling and flight planning. Let us begin our detailed technical review of this legendary machine. This opening section, titled "The Numbers That Define the Airplane," serves as a centralized gathering point for the aircraft's vital statistics. We have categorized this reference data into four primary pillars of knowledge. First, we will examine the dimensions, covering external measurements like span and length. Second, we look at clearances, which are crucial for safe taxiing and hangar operations. Third, we will detail the landing gear and hydraulic system specifications, including operating pressures and fluid capacities. Finally, we will locate the fire protection equipment distributed throughout the airframe. These statistics are the building blocks for the subsequent system decks you will study in this manual. Please ensure you keep these values handy as we move forward. Starting with the general dimensions, the Douglas DC-3 features a wingspan of exactly 95 feet. Its total length measures 64 feet and 5.5 inches. It is important for flight crews to distinguish between the aircraft's height in different attitudes. When level, the height is approximately 15 feet, but in a standard three-point attitude, it increases to nearly 17 feet. Aerodynamically, the wing chord tapers from 170 inches at the root to 56 inches at the tip, featuring a 15.5-degree sweep. Inside the aircraft, the cabin dimensions are 7 feet 8 inches in width and 6 feet 6 inches in height. Mastering these external and internal dimensions is the first essential step in understanding the aircraft's spatial requirements during all phases of operation. Moving on to turning and vertical clearances, precision during ground maneuvering is paramount for a professional pilot. When performing a turn in place, the outer wingtip requires a radius of 57 feet 6 inches, while the horizontal stabilizer needs 49 feet 4 inches of clearance. Vertically, the top of the fuselage stands at 16 feet 11.5 inches, with the propellers clearing at 12 feet 4 inches and the wingtips at 9 feet 4 inches. A critical handy rule to commit to memory is this: when turning in place, if the outer wingtip clears an obstacle, the tail is guaranteed to clear that same obstacle as well. This practical rule significantly simplifies ground maneuvering decisions in congested or tight airport environments. Next, we will review the landing gear reference data. The main landing gear is a hydraulic retractable system utilizing air oil struts and expander tube brakes. The tread, or the lateral distance between the main wheels, is 18 feet 6 inches. We utilize MIL H5606 red hydraulic fluid for its operation. In contrast, the tail wheel is a full swiveling unit that remains non-retractable throughout flight. It also uses an air oil strut but features a smaller 8-ply tire. A key operational note to keep in mind for ground handling is that the tail wheel is designed to lock only when it is in the trailing position. Always ensure you verify your gear status and tire pressures during your standard pre-flight inspections. The hydraulic system of the DC-3 operates within a normal pressure range of 675 to 975 psi. The system includes a relief valve set to approximately 1100 psi and maintains an accumulator air charge of 250 psi. For safe braking operations, a minimum of 500 psi must be available. Regarding fluid capacity, the main reservoir holds 10 quarts, with a 3-quart reserve held in the standpipe, bringing the total system capacity to 28 quarts. The system is powered by gear-driven, positive displacement pumps using MIL H5606 fluid. Note that while other manual chapters might quote a slightly different working band, such as 650 to 960 psi, they are referring to the same regulator described from a different technical perspective. Fire protection is our next safety priority. The DC-3 is equipped with a specific fire extinguisher fit distributed across the aircraft. For the engines, there are two cockpit-activated CO2 bottles located behind the right seat. These can be directed to the rear of either engine, though they do not cover the section ahead of the firewall. Additionally, there are three halon extinguishers, one mounted behind the captain's seat in the cockpit, one in the rear closet of the cabin, and one located in the baggage compartment. As a professional pilot, you are expected to locate every single extinguisher during your pre-flight walk-around. In the high-stress environment of an actual fire, you will not have the luxury of time to search for them. Finally, we conclude this session with a self-check on our reference data anchors. Please take a moment to see if these numbers come to you naturally. The wingspan is 95 feet. The length is 64 feet 5.5 inches, and the three-point height is 16 feet 11 inches. In terms of mechanical systems, remember the 28-quart total hydraulic capacity and the 675 to 975 psi operating range. We also have a total of 6 extinguisher bottles on board, 4 halon and 2 CO2 units. Mastery of these specific anchors is essential for safe operations and serves as the foundation for our next module. Up next, we will explore Deck 02, focusing on operating limitations. Thank you for your professional attention to these vital statistics.